there is hope. Ragoozer has just come back to Deepwoken after pretty much just, I guess, dropping the game. I don't think this dude has done anything with this game ever since a couple months ago when I believe a lot of his ideas were getting shot down and even taken out of the game. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but whenever Void Spires were first released, this is like half a week after they were dropped, I'm pretty sure there was an actual mechanic where you could go into the depths where you sent those people. I'm not sure if this was just an idea Ragoozer was playing with at the time or if this was actually in the game, but I'm pretty sure it was in the game for like half a week after it got dropped, the Void Spire. After the Void Spire got dropped, I'm pretty sure this was reverted less than a week after, where you could go into the depths through some type of like portal after these people that you just killed and sent to the depths, so you could go wipe them. And I believe that was a Ragoozer idea. People are just saying he's ruining the game, he's making it way too hard, he's doing all this funky shit. And I'm gonna be honest, I am Team Ragoozer. Ragoozer is gonna save the game. And with this new announcement he's just made, it certainly seems like it. Whenever he dropped this news, he mentioned the movement rework is also going to get reverted most likely. He did some polls, and we're gonna end up seeing that gone. That's not gonna be in the game anymore. And thank goodness. Nobody liked that update. That update was trash. And the Authority Origin is also going to be released too. It's getting released probably within the next month because it is set to release before Holotide, and Holotide usually has a very set release date. So on Halloween, it's probably gonna drop, Holotide, and then, for the first half of November, we're probably gonna be doing a new minigame or something. Hopefully, they also release new weapons. But Authority Origin should come out before that. At least, here's the hoping. They usually don't follow through on their promises. Conquest, that has been in the works for years, and they dropped it completely. They did say they were releasing new islands and stuff, and I'm hoping they're gonna release the Conquest map with that. The reason why last week's update was probably so barren too is probably because of all this stuff he just said. They're probably going to release, I'm hoping, Authority Origin probably next week, I'm hoping. Maybe that's why this week was so bone dry. It was so barren. Now, the Authority Origin is probably going to bring about new progression styles, so it might be something like Ignition Union. There's also going to be more difficulty added. Ragoozer is infamous for adding way harder stuff to Deepwoken. Like the Void Spire thing where you ended up going to the depths with that person and going to wipe them. That was his idea. Vow of Iron should make the game a little bit harder and more challenging, and hopefully whenever they add the new servers for it and everyone's on that difficulty, nothing will be too crazy and you'll be able to do PvP and interruptions will be even Stevens. You won't have the issue of being like 4-tapped by a Megalodon that comes into the fight. And if there is, at least the other person will also be able to get 4-tapped by that Megalodon. Layer 3 is confirmed in this announcement at the end of the roadmap, and I'm not exactly sure what else is going to come out with it. I'm sure that all these things are going to come out one at a time, because if you guys remember Verse 2, Layer 2, everything got backlogged. Everything that they wanted to add was getting just thrown into Verse 2's update, the major update at the end of the year on the anniversary. They held off on a lot of stuff so that way it could all be dropped at once, and they said they don't actually like doing that. They did not like having to do that on that update. So most likely Layer 3 is going to be released as its own thing. Layer 3 is most likely going to be added after everything in that roadmap list is finished. So the other origins like Hive, the Hive origin, that's going to be a mostly monster and PvE based origin, they said. I remember that. And hopefully that's going to drop before Layer 3 actually comes. Hopefully that'll drop at least on release, like the anniversary, like when Verse 2 dropped. Or maybe Layer 3 will drop on the anniversary instead. Who knows? Hopefully this is a good change for the game. Hopefully the return of Ragoozer to the game's development should make things better. All I can really do is hope that Ragoozer actually comes back with good updates and fulfills on these promises. And it's not going to be another Conquest situation. I really wish they would do more teasers and stuff like that, but they don't really upload those. I think they said they just straight up forget to do them. That's about it for this. The announcement was all that was really released. Hopefully new, and this is what I'm personally just hoping for, hopefully new songs get dropped from Nactagonus for the instruments, because that shit is fire. I really like whenever new stuff for the instruments comes out, and that's very rare. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends if you can. Anything really helps out. And until next time.